This message is issued by the Emergency Coordination Center for the Greater Tri-State Area. Please remain calm and follow the instructions exactly as they are given. This is not a drill. Over the last 11 days, local authorities have received a growing number of reports concerning unusual canine vocalizations. These are not normal. Affected dogs have been recorded making sounds described as laughter, human-like, deliberate, and emotionally charged. This message serves as both a warning and a protocol guide. If your dog begins making sounds resembling human laughter, you must not speak to the animal. Do not laugh. Do not engage. The first verified incident occurred on September 3rd at 11:47 p.m. when a family in Granger Hill called emergency services after their golden retriever, Rex, began making what the caller described as low, creepy giggling. The responding officer noted that the dog appeared physically healthy but would not stop looking at the back door while laughing. Over the following 72 hours, 14 additional calls were made from surrounding neighborhoods, each describing similar canine behavior: laughter-like sounds, restlessness at night, and fixation on doors, windows, or tree lines. Initial veterinary examinations revealed nothing physically abnormal. These dogs were not sick, injured, or in pain. Their lungs were clear. Neurological scans were clean. There was no indication of disease or environmental toxin. And yet, every night at roughly the same time, they would laugh. By September 6th, the Martinez family, the first to report, shared that Rex's behavior had progressed. He began making direct eye contact with family members while laughing. Sarah Martinez, the dog's owner, said, "It wasn't playful. He wasn't wagging his tail. He just sat there, mouth open, head tilted, making those sounds while watching me. It felt like someone else was inside him." The sounds evolved. What started as stuttered panting turned into rhythmic chuckles. Then came pauses between the laughter, like Rex was listening for something. By the third night, he would laugh, pause, and then resume, as if in conversation. The family noted that the dog would often sit near the glass back door, staring into the woods behind their home. On the fourth night, Rex began scratching at the door to go outside. When denied, he whimpered once. Then he laughed again, louder this time. He did not sleep for the rest of the night. Authorities received a second wave of calls on September 8th, this time from households miles apart reporting the same phenomenon. 7 dogs in 7 homes began laughing between 1 o'clock and 3 a.m. Maria Santos, a resident of the Riverside neighborhood, reported hearing her border collie, Luna, laughing on the back porch. When she opened the door, she froze. Luna was standing still, facing the woods, making breathy giggles that echoed eerily into the dark. The most disturbing part? Maria could hear other dogs in the distance doing the exact same thing. They were all laughing together, she said, like they were in on something. In all confirmed cases, the laughter spreads in a wave, moving house to house, dog to dog. And it doesn't stop there. Families who allowed their dogs outside during these episodes have consistently failed to retrieve them. 3 such disappearances were documented between September 9th and 11th. The animals left their homes, walked into wooded areas, and vanished. Search parties have found no tracks, no remains, only silence. In some cases, radios and GPS trackers failed entirely once the teams entered the affected zones. The most complete observation comes from the Kowalski family. Their golden retriever, Buddy, began with nighttime pacing, then moved to laughter, then to conversational behavior. On September 10th, at 2:13 a.m., Patricia Kowalski witnessed Buddy standing at the edge of their backyard, laughing softly, then pausing, then laughing again in a slightly different rhythm. It was like he was replying to someone, she said, someone I couldn't hear. When she called for him to come inside, Buddy didn't react. He continued laughing. Then he walked into the trees. He has not returned. At this time, experts have documented a 4-stage behavioral pattern in affected dogs. Stage 1, restlessness. Dogs begin pacing between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m., particularly near doors and windows. They appear agitated but are otherwise responsive. Stage 2, laughter onset. Dogs begin making soft, breathy, human-like laughter sounds. They often make direct eye contact during this stage and may appear unusually still. Stage 3. Listening behavior. Dogs begin pausing between bouts of laughter, as though responding to something. They often fixate on specific outdoor locations or darkened areas of the home. Stage 4. Exit attempt. Dogs begin scratching at doors, whining, or attempting to escape. If allowed outside during this stage, they will move quickly toward tree lines or isolated areas. None have returned. Do not allow your dog outside once stage 3 begins. If the animal becomes aggressive or persistent, isolate it in a room with no exterior doors or windows. Do not speak to it. Do not laugh. Families have reported feeling an overwhelming urge to respond to the laughter, to treat it like a joke, to laugh along. You must resist this impulse. Psychologists consulted on the phenomenon believe that the laughter sound may trigger involuntary social mimicry in humans. Some affected individuals reported feeling that the dog wasn't just mimicking a laugh, it understood what laughter was. In one case, a father admitted to jokingly laughing back at the family dog during a stage 2 episode. The next morning, the dog was gone. That evening, the man's 6-year-old son began standing by the back door at night, giggling softly. As of this broadcast, 212 cases have been logged. The phenomenon is spreading in a radial pattern from the original Granger Hill location at a rate of approximately 12 miles per day. Communities currently unaffected should begin preparation protocols now. All pet owners are advised to observe their animals closely during nighttime hours and report any early symptoms. Keep interior doors closed. Place curtains over windows. Do not let your pet sleep near exterior access points. Environmental scans of affected areas show no signs of chemical contamination, radioactivity, or known pathogens. However, wildlife experts report a troubling silence in the forests where dogs have disappeared. No birds, no insects. In some cases, the areas go completely quiet for hours before the dogs begin laughing. This silence may be a precursor. Treat it as a warning. In one instance, emergency responders entering an affected zone noted that their two-way radios began picking up faint, distorted audio. Playback revealed short bursts of static punctuated by faint laughter, different pitches, overlapping voices. The signal appeared to be localized, untraceable. Technicians could not determine whether the laughter came from an external source or was some form of auditory interference. Regardless, the responders all reported the same feeling, the sensation of being watched. Containment procedures are now active. Veterinary facilities are advised not to admit laughing dogs. No sedation method has proven effective in halting the behavior. In fact, tranquilized animals continue laughing under sedation, though at a slower rate. Audio recordings made during these periods show the laughter becoming clearer, not muffled, but more distinct, almost articulate, as though speaking a language close to ours, but just out of reach. If your dog laughs like a human, stop speaking. Your voice, your recognition, your response, these may be part of the mechanism. Every recorded case of family members speaking directly to an affected animal has led to escalation, disappearance, or further behavioral spread. This emergency broadcast will repeat every 4 hours until further notice. Do not ignore this warning. If your dog begins to laugh, isolate the animal. Do not acknowledge the sound. Do not engage. And above all, don't laugh back.